Hey guys, sorry about that. Got technical difficulties. Gonna do some maneuvering. Like super creep dude just staring at me. Like right through my passenger window as I'm trying to live stream. Super cute. Yeah, I'm at the DMV. What? And I'm driving, live streaming, you know. Following my new RV. If you can hear. Hey Jacob, sorry I haven't gotten back to you yet. I don't look at my email every day. But yeah, bought my RV certified, spending $1,000 in fees. And it was total AI at the DMV. OMG, and I hacked it. I hacked the DMV AI. Yeah, a camper. I'm so excited. Got new nice license plates. It's got new digits. Super certified, you know, for habitation. I can't get pulled over. You know, it's like all good in the hood. And sorry, I'm driving out of the DMV parking lot right now. And you know how that goes with all these expert drivers. And I just had to talk about my experience with the clerk at the DMV. Because it was like, it's such a video game. It's so customized video game. So I had an appointment at 10:30, and I walk in, and the lady at the front desk, she's like, of course there's all the signs that you need a mask on and all that still up. And she's like, oh, do you have an appointment? And I was like, yeah, at 10:30. And she asked for my name. And then she's like, oh, you're not on my list. Can I see your validation of appointment? She's like, I was like, yeah, on my phone. So I showed her it. And then she's like, oh, okay. And then she gave me some more forms that she thought I should fill out. And she gave me my number to go sit down. And it was A009. And so I sit down, and they're like calling me like F007, and so I'm like, oh crap, it's gonna be a while. And right as I sit down, they call A009. I was like, oh my gosh. So, and it's for like the back office. So I go back there, and the guy has his own office. He's sitting behind like the glass partition, and his name is Rays, like sun rays. Hey, Dequist. Yeah, his name is Sunrays. His name is Rays. I'm like, okay. And you know, mask, glasses, the whole deal. And his shirt, it said Gopher Gardens, GG, Gopher Gardens. And it had a big picture of a gopher. And he's very like serious. And he like, I was like, oh, I'm converting my commercial van into a camper van. And he's like, I think that's wrong. I think it would be a motorhome. And I'm like, I think it's like a commercial van to camper van. And he's like, I think you did it wrong. And then he like looked up some stuff, and he's like, all right, I need you to pull your vehicle up around the side. I'm like, okay. So I pull it up around, and he's like, has his clipboard, and he's checking things off, and he's like, I'm gonna need to like look under the hood. Like, okay? And so he looks at it, he's like, oh, this is a diesel. I'm like, yeah. So we go back into his office and sit down, and he's like, why didn't you register this sooner? And I'm like, oh, well, we were converting it, and you know, like COVID and all that. And he's like, oh, well, you could have done it online, and there's going to be some transfer late fees. I was like, oh, okay, I understand. And then I kind of like realized, oh, and then so he walks out, and he's like, I'm going to try to work some magic for you. I was like, okay, work your magic. And he comes, I didn't realize he had this little clip that he had, black clip that looked just like this. And he had clipped it to the bottom of the plexiglass. Like there was like a little hole like past money and stuff, and he had clipped it to the bottom like that. And when he had walked out, he had unclipped it, and then he walked back in and he clipped it. And when he walked back in, he's like, oh, this is my hearing aid, and I unclip it when I walk out because I wouldn't be able to understand anything, but this is so I can hear you. So it was like a hidden microphone that he like didn't tell me that was there until he came back. So he was like total AI with his like automatic like Bluetooth actual hearing aid. Hey Peyton. So he comes back and he tells me about his hearing aid, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And so he's like typing into his computer, and I look over at the side, and there's this big picture of a beach, and it's like two empty Adirondack chairs facing the beach, and there's kind of like this storm over the beach. And I'm like, oh my God, he worships me. It's Aphrodite. His name is Rays. He's the sun rays. I'm here in 311. I was like, oh, it's so good. The energy is so good. Like his Aphrodite picture. And then in the back, he had like these, I took notes because I was like, oh my God, this is so video game. He had the Gopher Gardens, picture of a gopher, the beach picture, and then he had these dusty flowers, these silk flowers, and they were 4-petal white flowers. And I was like, I think that's like a Tudor rose. Yeah, so, and then there was like a purple fan. I don't know if that has any significance, but I wrote it down. And then he's like, wow, you guys did such a good, he starts changing. He's like, did you do that yourself? And I was like, yeah. My boyfriend's a carpenter, and he's like, you did a really good job. He's like, you built it and you supervised. I was like, yeah. And then he starts talking about how he has an RV and how he wants to go to Pismo Beach, and his RV is all packed up to go this weekend, and he can't wait to go. And but I asked him so I was like, oh my gosh, he loves the beach. He's about to go to the beach. I was like, this is perfect. It was like all of the spiritual things aligned to get Pearl the Bimbo bread truck certified. So I only had to pay $1,000, $1,015 of fees to get her certified as an RV. But she is official. Yeah. And so I totally hacked Ray's, the AI hearing aid guy at the DMV. It was cray-cray. He was an Aphrodite beach worshiper. Yeah, he was talking about how he goes to Pismo Beach all the time and camps. And I was like, I can't wait to go to the beach. And he says, I'm dying to go. And then I was like, he's like, how much is it gonna cost you? How much is it gonna cost you to fill up that thing? And I'm like, I don't know. We haven't taken it in anywhere, and we've had it just parked for so long. I don't know how much it's gonna cost to fill up. And he said something else. He's like, yeah, it's killing us or something. It's like, wow. But it was like the weirdest AI, and I was like so excited that I killed him with kindness because he really wanted to be tough with me. He's like, why didn't you transfer this sooner? I'm sorry. I blamed it on COVID. He's like, you could have gone online. But yeah, so I'm super excited. Hi, Genevieve. Whee! Bye, Jacob. So yeah, I was kind of worried there was going to be a cyber attack today, right when I was at the DMV, and everything would go down. But I knew that was going to happen because they want to take my money first. Like, they need to take my $1,000 first, and then they'll shut down the internet. And then he's like counting my cash because it's like 10. Oh, and my cash was stacked perfect. Well, that was the other thing. I pulled out my cash, and it was exactly the amount that I needed. It was 10 100s and then a 5 and a 10, because it was $1,015. So I had 10 ones and then a 5 and a 10 stacked in my wallet perfectly in order. It's like, huh, interesting. And then yesterday, my grocery total at the store after my food stamps went through was $19.83. And I told the cashier, I was like, oh, that was the year I was born, 1983. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah. It's like, that's weird. So yeah, I say keep your spirits up, hack the AI. Like, if you just look around, people will have like totems that represent your essence. Like, if you vibe with a bear, I'm Aphrodite, so I'm like beach, doves. Oh, and yesterday, like, we went into the store and they were playing like Prince, this is what it sounds like when doves cry. And I was like pulling out my phone, and I was like, oh my God, I have to record this. And then it ended the song. But yeah, like, if you like follow the vibes of your essence, like, you can hack the AI. Like, this DMV guy was total AI. He had his like automatic hearing aid that he did not tell me about until after he came back. But yeah, like, he wanted to be nasty to me, but he liked me a lot. And he said, all right, young lady, I'm going to work some magic for you. I was like, yes, magic. So that's about it. I just wanted to like tell you about hacking the AI at the DMV. And he was about Gopher Gardens. I was like thinking about Groundhog Day, GG. Oh, my license plate has a G right in the middle. So woo! So yeah, that's it. Love you all. I will start posting now stuff about my converted RV now that it's certified, and I don't have to worry about the po-po on my ass. But I will start soon, and hopefully that can get me some new viewers of the RV life crowd, and then they will watch my other content about the spiritual awakening process and that we're in a video game and all that jazz, and then they might get awakened too. You see the cross genre, meldifications. And again, I apologize everybody who I don't respond to comments in a timely manner. Sorry. But yeah, that's it. All right.